Shepherdstown Police Department. How can I help you?
There's something in my basement.
Something in your basement?
Yes, I heard a baby crying and I went down to find out where it was coming from. And I started moving and shaking. And I don't know what's going on, but just in my basement.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
Claire?
And what is your address?
The 200 block on 5th Street, right near the cafe.
Claire, an officer will be en route soon.
Thank you so much.
Shepherdstown. We're a small town, very old town, but this isn't your average small town. You can ask the locals. They'll tell you that this is the most haunted town in the country. There's a level of hysteria in their voice. They're shook up. You know, it's real what's happening. I've never seen anything like this in 35 years of police work. Recently, there's been a significant increase of unusual calls. So many calls that they have escalated to the point where our department's overwhelmed with them. So I've actually had to do what no other police department's done before. I've assembled some of the best paranormal investigators in the country to come in and assist us with these type of unusual cases. For the past 6 weeks or so, the paranormal investigative team has been given some resolution on a case-by-case basis. But unfortunately, the calls have not slacked off. They've steadily increased. Come hell or high water, we are going to put an end to what's terrorizing our town.
You to grab some equipment?
Yeah.
All right, I'll meet you over there.
Okay, come on out. Elizabeth?
Yeah.
This is Claire. She's the new homeowner.
Claire.
She
Nice
lives
to
here
meet
with her
you.
husband.
Nick, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
These are folks that are doing an investigation on some activities here in Shepherdstown. I wasn't able to find anything downstairs. If you have any other questions, you give King or I a call. You're in good hands with these folks.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
Casey. If you don't mind, would it be okay if I walk through that basement? That's where you heard everything, am I
Yeah.
right? I would love to see if I could just pick up on anything.
Yeah,
Okay?
good, please.
Thank you so much. Sure.
I'm gonna run some equipment down.
Okay. So can you start from the beginning? Can you tell me exactly what happened? What scared you to call the police?
It started when we moved in. We've only been here a couple weeks. My keys would disappear. And when I finally found them one day, they were in the refrigerator.
That's really weird.
And sometimes the faucets turn on without me turning them on. And now it's just intensified. A couple days ago, I could hear a baby crying, and I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. The sound of the crying baby was coming from the faucet. I feel like I'm the only one that hears it. My husband's never here when it happens.
I want to try to figure out why you're hearing this baby crying, why it's kind of reaching out to you.
I mean, like, my husband and I moved here because we're trying to start our family. But this doesn't help. This house has not been good for us. Today, I just reached my breaking point. I heard the baby again. It sounded like the basement. Going into the basement, there's a pipe in the wall. It doesn't go to anything, nothing comes out of it. And that's where it was coming from. It sounded like there was a woman's voice, too. It sounded like murder.
When you heard that, what did you do?
I couldn't move. And then my plastic organizer just fell over.
It definitely is very emotional when someone opens up about paranormal, unexplainable things happening. And I'm here to help and say that these things do actually happen. There's stuff beyond what we know. So thank you for talking with us. You okay? Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
I'm not picking up anything unusual on the EMF detector. Are you picking up on anything now?
I have I started feeling it even before I came down the stairs. I just have major anxiety.
This is really weird.
What's going on over there?
I mean, you can see that the wall goes around, but then here, you can see it goes underneath here too. It's completely circular.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go over here.
Phil?
Hey, Nick. Check this out, Nick.
Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, it's all cut in right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see they cemented over.
Yeah. I honestly believe that this may have been a well.
Yeah, it does kind of look like where maybe the water well was.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know. I feel really. I just feel different. I just feel weird.
What are you feeling right now? Talk to us.
Claire's trying to have a baby. She's trying to be a mother. She's hearing a baby crying.
Who do you think's down here?
There's just, I don't know.
What are you feeling right now? Talk to us. Talk
What's
to us.
going on?
We're still here.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I'm like losing it. I feel like I'm losing it.
What are you feeling right now? Talk to us. Talk
What's
to us.
going on?
We're still here.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I'm like losing it. I feel like I'm losing it. Like I don't want to leave. Like I don't know. I feel really emotional. Oh my God. I want to cry. I don't know, something bad. I did something bad. Like I said, I feel like I've done something bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I said.
Are you picking up on something? Some sort of entity.
I'm probably. I just feel her. That's like I feel her. I feel her.
Feel her.
It's a her?
Yeah, I just feel her.
It's all right, it's all right. Come on. It's okay. Can you walk out with me for a second? Come on, watch your head. Watch your head, duck. Let's go. Get some fresh air. Here, hold on. Elizabeth, she's probably the strongest out of the whole group. I've never seen her break down like that. The problem with channeling spiritual energy, it makes you experience all the emotions that the spirits possibly went through when they were living. That's the scary part. I'm just scared for her, honestly, her safety. Can you just get fresh air for a second? Let me go talk to Claire, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Claire?
Yeah?
You okay?
Yeah, doing better. It's weird down there, right?
It's definitely different. We think that there is actually something happening down there. But we need to come back and do a further investigation. Is that okay with you?
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
You know, I really want to find out the history of this house. So what we're going to do now is take the information that we've gathered here and go speak with Dana. She's the local historian, and see if she knows any information about the paranormal activity at this house.
I've done research on all the houses on Princess Street, trying to find a story about this particular house. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of records left from back then. I certainly have heard a lot of rumors, but I don't have any historical backing to them.
So do you think that this dark presence that we're tracking almost the whole time we've been here is connected to the Princess House?
I think we have to start looking at all of these cases and kind of start from the beginning again.
We're definitely dealing with some major themes that have come across the cases. Water.
You can see something out there in the water. Holy, looks like a body.
Case 2, an old prospect. Of course, the shower turning on by itself, the faucet.
Yeah.
We watched that with our own eyes while we were up there. And then we have case 4, our investigation with Carrie.
Yeah, she heard the gunshot.
That kind of led us to the town run.
14, 15.
What do you think's causing that?
It's the town run.
Case 5. With this case, we're dealing with the drowning of 2 girls. We were actually down by the Potomac River. Again, there's the water theme.
Right.
Lost children is also a theme.
I have sensed a child.
Yes.
I feel this child is protecting her mom.
Case 1, the Sweet Shop Bakery.
Right, where we found a baby shoe. And from what we learned from Dana, the baby shoe itself is actually supposed to ward off evil spirits and witches.
Right, absolutely. And then we have case 2, the little ghost girl who actually died in a flood.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. June 1st, 1889. That was the Johnstown flood.
Really? And then this theme of a dark presence that keeps coming up.
We have a dark entity in here, guys. That's what we're dealing with.
Case 3, Snyder House.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
This was the first time that we were confronted with this dark presence.
And then it just got more sinister. It took us on this wild goose chase through the woods. If there's a negative presence here, we need you to show yourself.
Yeah, there's a negative right there.
Honestly, I feel like we were warned about the dark presence here, but then we really confronted it with that case. And the case that we're working on right now, we were right down the street from the woods.
On this map that I put together, I've numbered each of the investigations that we've done thus far, and we may actually be getting a pattern.
Really?
Yeah. Everything that we're finding is linking to one thing, and that's the town run.
All of these cases are around the town run?
Yeah, every single one of them. I mean, you can follow the trace going straight through town and right to the Potomac.
Wow. Maybe this negative energy is related to the town run.
Water is a good conductor for spiritual energy. That would really explain all the cases we dealt with water. Do you think that it's possible that the location we're dealing with now could even be the start of this dark presence? What I was sensing down in the basement, it was really powerful.
I could totally sense something channeling through you like it was attaching it to you.
There was 2 different sides I was picking up on, and at first there was definitely something evil and angry. And then it seemed to quickly change into this sense of remorse.
That's really wild.
It was. I haven't had something that intense happen to me before.
Do you think this has anything to do with the witch?
From the woods, the ones we were just investigating?
There's an upside-down cross on the rock here.
We've got evil witchery here.
I believe possibly yes. Well, a lot of the locals talk about this witch.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've heard folk tales, but I don't have any historical backup for that.
If we're dealing with a witch, things are just gonna get worse.
I think that's absolutely...
Hold on a second, guys.
Hey guys, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Listen to this. Dispatch just gave me a call for a 1096 with a mental patient. Listed as a mental patient because they are calling in for geist activity on North Princess Street.
That's Claire.
All right, let's go.
Please tell me you can drop what you're doing and come down here.
Affirmative. We are heading over there right now.
Let's go, come on.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Dispatch just gave me a call for a 1096 with a mental patient. listed as a mental patient because they are calling in poltergeist activity on North Princess Street.
It's Claire.
All right, let's go. We are heading over there right now. Let's go. Come on.
Hey guys, I've been through the house. I can't tell you what it is, what's going on in there. I'm gonna let you talk to Claire here for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside, make sure everything's okay.
All right, go with you.
Claire, you okay?
No, I've got no idea what's going on.
Demetrius?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Oh my God. Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
You weren't in an altercation with anybody in here?
No, sir. I was getting ready to prepare dinner for my wife. She was putting away dishes, and we heard a noise in the basement. So we went to the basement and we checked it out.
Hello?
We found nothing. And when we came back, we found our kitchen like this.
And you didn't hear any wild, crazy noises up here?
No, sir, nothing.
That's amazing.
Your walls like this all the time, or?
We did that. We just moved in, so we're trying to decide on the color.
Do you see this? Did you guys leave that knife like that?
No, nothing was like this.
The fact that whatever has happened here has jumped exponentially from whispers in the basement, a few sounds, to now poltergeist activity, that I actually fear that if we don't put this to rest, they're in danger physically now.
Well, I've been through the house and I can't find anybody else. I don't really have any answers here, but I'm pretty certain that if anybody can come to a reasonable conclusion on it, the paranormal team can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, show me exactly where it was.
I know. If you guys don't mind, we'd actually like to do an investigation here to figure out what's going on.
What do you do in an investigation? Like, what does that consist of?
We have several pieces of equipment that we'll use to communicate with what's ever here and see if we can get it out of your house.
All right, thank you.
We appreciate you guys coming back.
Ready?
Yeah.
Bill, can you see the well from here?
That looks good.
Well, right now we got 4 monitors set up. Basically, this gives me surveillance on all the hot spots of the house.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
All right, the cameras are all set up. Are you ready to go lights out?
I'm ready whenever you could be. We're ready to go dark.
All right, Bill, I'm doing it now.
I think I'm just gonna keep the REM pods in here because this is where the poltergeist activity was.
Okay.
This is a REM pod, and it generates its own electromagnetic field, and when that field is disturbed, but
Is there someone here with us? Are you still in here? Look at it's going off.
do you want to communicate with us? You want to tell us why you created this mess? Who did this? Honestly, it's starting to feel different. Just don't even feel like anybody's here right now.
Do you want to move to the basement?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here and we'll know if it goes off again.
Yeah.
I wanna ask some questions with the box.
Okay.
This is a ghost box that we're gonna be using. It scans through radio channels at a certain frequency.
So if there's a voice that actually comes through in a sentence like, I am here, that's several different stations that it's coming over to create a sentence.
So if we capture anything, we know for certain that it's something paranormal.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let me know if you feel anything, okay?
Okay.
Or if you're picking up on anything.
I'm starting to get a headache.
Oh, man. It feels like your energy is being drained down here. There has to be something paranormal going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel weird.
Is there a lady down here? Are you speaking through these pipes? Or through the well?
Nick!
You all right, Elizabeth?
There's something in the wall here.
Really? What do you see?
Looks like a piece of leather.
Here, I'm going. Whoa!
Oh my God. Nick! There's something in the wall here.
Really? What do you see?
Looks like a piece of leather. Here, can someone hold this? Can someone hold it? Are you kidding me?
Whoa! What is that?
It's a baby shoe.
It looks so similar to the shoe that we found in the safe.
Why
Can you
would
pull
they-
that out?
The first case that we took on here in Shepherdstown, we found a baby shoe at the Sweet Shop Bakery.
Looks like an antique baby shoe inside the safe.
And we were told then that what it's used for is to ward off evil spirits and witches. And here we are at this location where we think we might have come across the origin here in Shepherdstown, and we literally are pulling a baby shoe out from the wall.
Maybe this was here to rid away something evil, but maybe this just doesn't work anymore.
There's too much.
Too much energy. It's so strong right now that maybe it just broke it.
Yeah. I want to ask some questions with the ghost box.
Okay. You can put that EMF detector right there.
Let me turn on the box.
You ready?
Yeah. Is anyone down here with us? Can you tell us who you are?
Are you angry with the people that lived here or are here now? Whoa.
We're trying to find out about this dark presence here in Shepherdstown. Is there a negative here?
What happened here? Whoa.
What was that voice?
I heard a woman say poison.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's coming through the headphones and I can hear it really clear. Let's try playing it back. What happened here? Poison.
Yeah, it is. Did someone die in this house?
Yes.
Yes.
Who died in this house? Give us a name.
Did you hear that? There was a woman, it was like cry out. Like, I felt like someone was sobbing when they said that.
It's really disturbing.
Did you hear that? Something outside?
Go, 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 follow it.
It sounds like a waterfall.
Is that back here?
Do you see this? This is the town run. literally runs through the back of their house.
Look at that.
Water is such a great conductor for spiritual energy. This would absolutely explain why they would be experiencing so much activity in their house. We were talking about how the energy in there feels like it's coming in waves.
Yeah.
Almost like if something was constantly pushing the energy through and fueling it.
I mean, it's so strong right now. I almost feel like it's stronger here than anywhere else in the whole entire town. It's surging. Hey, Bill, you gotta see this. Come back behind the house. Check this out, Bill. Elizabeth just discovered the town run was back here.
That's incredible.
I knew it was close, but I didn't know it was literally in their backyard.
It's exactly what we were talking about. It's crisscrossing through all of Shepherdstown. It's hitting all the marks at the locations.
I'm kind of wondering if maybe whatever is causing the problems here is using the town run as a way of traveling.
It's literally acting as a spiritual channel throughout the town.
Going up and down the exact same course of the run.
This is so amazing.
We have to try to solve what's happening. There has to be some conclusion to this mayhem. Because I do believe this is the source of the activity kicking up. I think we found it out back with the town run. It's very close to this well. This is obviously secretive, covered over, like some dark secret being pushed back.
Yeah, something really bad happened here. It's a very dark story.
There has to be some conclusion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do we stop this from affecting people and disrupting their lives?
I definitely think that we need Lori's help. So I think our next step is to give her a call and come back during the day to see if she can find anything out and figure out what we can do before something really terrible happens in Shepherdstown. I definitely think that we got a lot of good evidence tonight. We had a lot of interesting responses on the ghost box. And not to mention, we found this baby shoe and the fact that the town run runs through the backyard. I'm just hoping we can put it all together and really figure out what is going on here in Shepherdstown. Lori.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again. Come up.
Hi, Claire. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
So, Lori, I know you don't want to know a lot of what's going on
Correct.
here, but she still is experiencing some activity.
Okay. I'm actually being pulled in there, so would you want to go in there?
Yeah, let's.
I'm hearing, I hear a child. Yep. I'm getting a lot of water here. There is more than one energy in here. There's more than one. It's not just a child. You know, there's more than y'all think here. There is more than one energy in here. It's not just a child. There's more than y'all think here. I also sense a female. I believe that she is the mother. The female is yelling. There's a lot of anger, sad. I'm getting suffocating feeling. I'm picking up yelling, a lot of people yelling. Whatever happened, it was bad. The mom doesn't know where the child is, if that makes sense. She's making me relive her pain. I'm getting nauseous now. And I'm seeing a lot of babies.
Are they okay?
They're dying. It reminds me of a story. Back in the colonial times in Shepherdstown, there were a rash of baby deaths. The townspeople were accusing a woman. They thought that she was actually using witchcraft to kill their children by poisoning the water for the town. I believe this is the exact well the witch was being accused of poisoning. I can see the female, the woman that was being accused of being a witch. She's actually behind me now. She's making me relive exactly what she remembers. The villagers were very angry. They dragged her by her hair down to the river.
She got dragged there?
Mm-hmm. But she wasn't alone. Because I'm actually seeing her baby was here. The witch. They drowned her in the river. But the baby was left in the woods. She starved to death. And the mama was killed. The story, it's true.
Is that why I've been hearing a screaming baby?
I need to ask you, Claire. Are you pregnant?
We didn't want to tell anyone just yet. It's a little early, but...
Okay. When you came in, you woke everything up. It reminded her of her baby. And I can feel her negativity and anger. Mad. She's pissed. She's mad.
I felt like this mother instinct.
Absolutely.
And like just worried and anxious and scared. But then there was the side, I felt this anger and this darker side. I couldn't decipher whether it was two different people or whether it was one person
Exactly.
just with two different
Well,
personalities.
you gotta remember, she was accused of being a witch, but the villagers were wrong. And she was just a mother with her child, totally innocent. The town people attacked her. They killed her. But it didn't just kill her. They had detached her from her child. The more she's not with her child, the stronger means she's going to be. And the more she's going to haunt this whole town until she finds it. So whatever she's being accused of, she's becoming. I do believe that she is part of this negative energy that we felt in the woods.
So because they did this to her, in her spirit form, she could somehow put a curse on the town or somehow spread like a negative energy?
Absolutely. She's going to get her revenge.
Right.
And the madder she gets, the more stronger she is.
I mean, I think we need to take everything back to headquarters and speak with Dana, and hopefully she can kind of give us some insight about this witch.
Okay.
The story Lori told me was honestly horrific. She said that there was a woman who was accused of being a witch. And she was accused of poisoning the town's water supply through the well and causing all of these deaths amongst the children of the town. And the people of the town took this woman to the river and they murdered her there. And her baby was in a basket left behind. The baby ended up dying.
Problem is, I've been researching and researching, trying to find something about a witch in the historical records, and there just isn't anything. I took another bent, and I started researching infant mortality in the early settlements of Virginia. And I found out, especially along port towns and river towns, there was a huge infant mortality rate. And there was all kinds of epidemics and waterborne illnesses, in particular something they call bloody flux. And that's basically dysentery.
Wait a minute. So that says to me that it's not this woman that was the cause of this.
Yeah. You know, the drinking water got contaminated from a completely natural cause that they didn't understand yet, but they needed someone to blame it on.
What happens if this one source of energy, this spirit, can have so much power? She reaches out to other ghosts and affects them to kick up activity at different locations, all the locations we've been investigating. It makes sense to me that this one powerful spirit could really do that.
Almost like she's using the town run as like sort of like a paranormal highway in between locations.
Right.
It really does seem like we found the origin for what is going on here in Shepherdstown.
I feel that we have to do justice and the right thing to bring closure to that.
I think we have to apologize to her in some way. So I think we go down to the river where she was killed and see if we can kind of do some sort of ceremony there and put her spirit to rest.
I agree.
It's a great idea.
Let's try and put an end to all this.
Yeah, this ceremony must work. Because if it doesn't, I'm telling you, there will be a mass exodus out of this town.
For more Ghosts of Shepherdstown, visit DestinationAmerica.com.
Today, I'd like to set this woman free, the young mother that was accused of being a witch and poisoning the well in Shepherdstown, killing so many children. She was dragged here, and this is where she was killed. I want to release her and remove the curse from Shepherdstown. I have a witch's bottle. This was used in the colonial times if people felt that their home was cursed or haunted. And in the bottle, we have potency charms for rituals to release curses. We know she's not a witch, but because she was accused and killed, she's so angry, and she's held all that energy from them from that time. So we have to set this woman free. What I'd like to do is for you to choose a potency charm. Pick the one that you're most drawn to. You can look out in the water and throw it into the river. By throwing the potency charms, we'll be able to release the young lady and lift the curse on Shepherdstown.
I wish you and your baby peace and release you from suffering. I really hope with this ritual that her and her child can find peace in the afterlife, and at the same time that Demetrius and Claire no longer have issues at their home and they can, raise their family in a healthy environment.
I hope that you and your baby have found one another and that you may eternally be at peace.
I'm sorry that your innocent life was taken from you and you were called a witch. I hope you can find peace and the curse can be lifted. You're free.
You are not a witch. You are not guilty of the crimes that they charged you with. I'd like to apologize on behalf of Shepherdstown for the unjust murder of you and your baby. I release you. You're free now. I free you and your child. I release the curse on Shepherdstown.
This ceremony was powerful. You really felt it.
I would almost say the ceremony left us feeling stronger. I feel better. I feel better after doing this.
I sincerely hope that what we've done here puts this woman at peace, the town can find peace, and Sergeant King can finally get a little peace.
Feels refreshing, not getting any calls lately.
Actually, being able to get a night of sleep is a wonderful thing.
I'm really happy that the team and I were able to get to the bottom of this darkness that has
taken over the town.
And hopefully, with this ceremony, we brought some peace to Shepherdstown.
It's really nice out today, too. It almost feels different in Shepherdstown.
Yeah, it does.
I've been doing this all my life, but Shepherdstown was beyond anything that we've ever had happen to us before.
The team and I
will never forget that.
I'm gonna miss the people here.
Yeah, I am, too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna miss that bell.
I think that's our cue to leave.
Let's go.
You know, the strange calls we have been getting in Shepherdstown have drastically dropped off in the last week and a half. The paranormal team, they found out about the female who was supposed to be a witch back in the 1700s. They figured out that the deaths of the people in the area turned out to be several different diseases that killed most of the people. So the woman who was accused of being a witch was vindicated. You know, I don't believe in witches, but, you know, nonetheless, the calls have died down. So whatever the paranormal investigators did here, it worked. I got my fingers crossed. Time will tell.